Oh, this is so curious now. Okay. The radio frequency. Look, see baseline? Hello? What in the world? Are these like beacon rocks?
I have
Look at
no
this.
idea. That is so
What?
strange.
I'm not doing anything, guys. This is the boulder.
Yeah.
Look at this thing screaming.
Wow.
I'm just like, this whole area.
I know.
Is it something underground?
Oh, maybe.
What if there's something buried underground here giving off a radio frequency signal? It looks like a cave right there up in the hillside. It's tempting. I am an adventurer. Welcome back to the Carla Crusher channel. We are back at the Little Black Rock Mountain petroglyph site. In fact, there's petroglyphs right here, and I brought a couple of goons with me today from the Crusher crew. We got Gage and Kyle, and they're gonna help me keep my eyes peeled and be an extra set of eyes to explore the area and help me find petroglyphs that I haven't seen before. I've only gone this direction down the trail to explore for weird clues, so this time we're gonna go the other way, and then if I can, I'm gonna try to get access and see if what we found in our last exploration here, if that actually is a cave or not. Are you guys excited?
Yeah.
Just for reference, last time that we were here, I was able to film a lot of these petroglyphs. We went up the path this way, and that whole sky map or timeline that we found was right over there. We'll go over there and check that out again, but if you want to watch that video, make sure and click the link up in the iCard and go catch yourself up on what's going on. The geology here is really interesting. You guys notice how it's just like compressed layers of crystal up in there? You guys remember how the glitter mine, that whole gypsum mine?
Oh, yeah.
It's right over, actually over the mountain that way is a huge mine in the ground where there's just nothing but crystal under there.
Yeah,
remember?
that's crazy.
Yeah.
We
You
dug out some out.
You and your cousin like got almost heat stroke that day
Yeah.
when we went the last time,
We
right?
were out there.
We brought the Minecraft pickaxe and was mining.
I
it.
know. That's so funny. There is a spot over here in the desert that they called Glitter Mountain, and it literally was a gypsum mine where they would mine out gypsum crystals, and they used to let you go out there and dig it up and actually take crystals home. But recently I think it fell under new ownership or something, and now they've restricted the whole area off. But it makes you wonder if some of these spots were considered sacred or special and connected with legends of the sky people or star people, is because the geology is so interesting here. There might be some electromagnetic changes with all the crystals underground. If there's water flowing, it could cause what's called a piezoelectric. There's a piezoelectric effect. I couldn't remember the word for a second. Piezoelectric effect, where when crystals get compressed, it creates electricity and ball lightning and plasma balls and things in the sky that could explain like UFO phenomenon or interesting shadow figures in reality and all sorts of weird stuff. So we're gonna keep our eyes peeled. Okay, Crusher crew, we're out here on an exploration mission, so no touching anything. Stay on the trail areas, and we're gonna split up now and start looking for petroglyphs and weird anomalies that nobody's discovered. You ready?
Yeah.
Let's go. Look at this.
This is so cool.
It's like a cave entrance. There's all these boulders are like pocket
It's
boulders.
like I'm a giant stuck in a cave.
I know, there could be a million hiding spots around here, huh?
Yeah.
So it makes me wonder is like if some of these carvings and petroglyphs are actually point off in the distance to other locations, like a map or something.
Yeah, that would be cool.
Here's one right here. Look at that. That is like a whole glyph pattern. I've never really seen one like that. Well, maybe I did over by Snow Canyon. It seemed like I found one that was similar, like a glyph, but it had lines going off the top and the bottom. But that whole thing looks like almost like a four-leaf clover or something. I wonder if it has something to do with the solar cycles or lunar cycles, but there's carvings all over the place here.
So
we just found
Kyle,
so much.
Kyle and I started looking around this giant rock right here. We were just on the other side of it over there, and we already found,
Look at all this.
we already found a bunch of petroglyphs. This is crazy. We immediately found them.
Agent Kyle said they found something up here, so let's go check it out.
We immediately found something on the other side of the rock.
You did?
Yeah.
See, this is why I brought you guys. I need the extra pair of eyes. I get so exhausted zigzagging back and forth
Look at
looking
this.
for
We have
everything.
a ton of zigzags. We have like humanoid looking figures. We have more goats.
Oh
We
yeah.
have like these weird spiral.
Whoa, dude, look at the person there.
Yeah, we got this whole thing.
Don't
It
touch
looks like he has
anything.
horns or something.
Yeah, don't touch him. This dude, we see him everywhere, right?
Yeah.
What's up with these guys?
What is that?
I don't know, but see, all the legends of this place and around the region, see, that could be one of the tribal leaders, a shaman for the tribe. But honestly, like, there's so many legends and myths about the star people or the ant people coming out of the ground or
Yeah.
down from the sky.
But what is that thing right below it though?
Oh,
It
yeah.
looks like a sign or something. I
And
don't
some
know.
of these look like this looks older than these ones, right? See how they're darker?
Right.
The
Look at
patina
that
of the
one
rock.
right there. I don't want to touch him.
Yeah, so I've heard that these wiggly lines going up towards an animal is either like a stream or waterway, or it's like a spear being thrown through the air.
Oh yeah.
Like imagine if this is a guy, like here's the hunter, and he just threw his atlatl because he's hunting an antelope or something.
Right. That would make sense.
And that's the spear flying through the air.
Whoa.
There's a bunch of stuff.
Ladders. There's like a ladder or something up
Oh,
there. What is that?
We've
What
seen
is
that
that?
up the other canyon where those other petroglyphs are. That was either a ladder or like the stairway to heaven. It could be
Two of them there.
a tree. Is that a ladder? Like, what is that?
I don't know. There's another one that looks like.
Kinda right
The
next
best
to
way
it,
to
right?
describe it is looks like bricks stacked on top of each other,
Right.
like shifting. I don't know
So
exactly
fascinating.
what it is though. That is so strange.
Yeah, so you guys, I'm going to pan over this. This is a huge petroglyph
That's
rock.
Weird.
And layers of layers. Some of them have the old patina and some of them are new. Look at that whole storyboard. That is so cool. There's this spiral right here. We've got this circle glyph. That one doesn't have a direction on it. And see, you can see right above it, this is graffiti. This is somebody else that came later and tried to scratch on. And so you can see how much work it actually took. The original people that carved this, they lived here and did their stuff.
They
But
must have spent like a lot of time doing all of this.
yeah, this looks really cool. And then there's this looks like, I don't know what, it could be like a, I have no idea what it means, so. It's really fascinating to me though.
There's some more stuff like right over
Animals,
there, but I
little
don't know
things
what
like
that
that.
is.
Man, this whole place is just like full of it. It makes you wonder, like, we haven't even gone very far at all and we're finding all this. Meanwhile, I can barely walk 20 feet and there's even more all over here. Look how ancient these ones are. Like the patina on the carving is the same as the entire boulder. So it makes you wonder how long ago these things were carved. These were all absolutely carved by people, the indigenous native people that lived in this area. Man, I can see more right here. And they're checking some out up the hill. So they were definitely not carved by aliens or anything, but all of the myths revolve around the star people or different spiritual rituals and stuff like that that are really totally a mystery. A lot of them depict animal life and like what they would have been doing. And what's crazy is I'll come out here and film these videos and a lot of stuff I don't notice, but you guys see it and give me ideas and tell me down in the comments below. And it actually really helps me notice things that I missed even when I'm standing right here. And honestly, the camera sometimes misses a lot of stuff. Yeah, it's really fascinating though. Oh yeah, look, here's a whole other one right here. Like somebody stood right here and was trying to say something that meant something to them at the time, but that is totally lost to us today. The clues that I'm really the most interested in are the ones that look like strange humanoid figures. They look like monsters or skinwalkers or aliens or something like that. I'm not saying that's what they are, but the myths and the legends all revolve around that strange stuff. So it really makes you wonder what was going on. Check this out. You can barely walk hardly any distance at all, and it's like, boom, there's like this huge stone of petroglyphs. Like, look at this. What do you figure all these wavy lines are?
I don't know. Like it looks almost like a like a jellyfish almost, or I'm not sure. Maybe it's a waterfall.
And then up at the top is like a dude like standing like this, right? People think a lot that this like has to do with the theory of the electric universe, and there was like a plasma event in the sky that made all these like cymatic plasma shapes. That's very possible. They could have been seeing stuff in the sky. But I mean, then you look at like how articulate this is. This is literally looks like the sun, or you know, you've got spirals and the dot marks, the lines coming off. Over here you've got more, and right above it you've got all of this. And the old ones, these ancient old patina ones up here, are all dark. And look at this little humanoid figure here, and whatever that is, like, is that a person or a star people? Is this like an ancient
I don't know.
alien
It
thing?
looks like it could be someone, like maybe it's someone wearing a elaborate headdress or something.
You know, they did. If like even the Aztec and stuff, they had the feathers on their hats and like the headdresses and all that. So it could have been like a ritualistic dress, and all of this marked like rituals on part of their native migration through the area. But you've got all of that up there. Well, look, the other thing that looks like a ladder again.
That's another one.
Another one.
Looks really similar.
Really, really cool petroglyphs of some rams or goats or sheep or whatever. But wow, this whole stone. Is there any more around the side,
looks
Kyle?
like there's a few right here. This one, to me, I'm not sure. This one kind of looks like a person, and there's a couple like spirals.
Yeah, that one almost looks like a sea turtle or something
whoa,
like that.
There's more right here.
Oh my
This-
gosh.
It looks like it follows stuff that they were seeing in the sky. Like I wonder if they were marking lunar and solar paths in the sky. You know,
Right.
like where they were setting. So,
Okay, so
What'd you
I
find,
found
Kyle?
a few. So right there, next to those bullet holes, there's like an arch and a circle in the middle.
Looks almost
I'm
like an eye or something like that.
I'm not sure what it is.
It looks
And
like
then
there's a little
arrow pointing down.
arrow or V shape or something. More
More
people.
that looks like it looks like people to me. Then there's one that has 4 legs. Then there's one that has just 2 legs or 4 legs. I'm not sure. They might
Yeah,
have been
that's
worn off.
really weird.
It's weird.
Man.
okay, we're gonna try something different today. We're gonna check this boulder of petroglyphs to see if it has a magnetic or electromagnetic field. So I'm gonna hold it away from my body. You see the baseline reading right now, we're reading at 0.1, so this is just ambient. And this is standard field. It's not weighted, so we're getting sensitive readings right now. Let's see if this boulder with petroglyphs has any kind of weird. So far, nothing special there. Let's check the electromagnetic field or electric field here. Nothing. Let's check over the RF reading. Well, that's interesting. Wow. Is it giving off a radio frequency? Weird. Why is it doing that? What in the world? Watch when I step away. So this is the RF signal, the radio frequency signal. Are these stones like a beacon? Like a radio antenna?
I have no idea.
Like a radio amplifier?
Maybe.
Okay, so we're sitting at 0.5 right now. Watch as I go close to this boulder. Especially where the wiggly lines are.
That is so
Right?
interesting.
Why would it do that?
I don't know.
What the
That is
heck?
really weird.
Oh, this is so curious now. Okay. The radio frequency. Look, see baseline? Hello? What in the world? Are these like beacon rocks?
I have
Look at
no
this.
idea. That is so
Watch.
strange.
I'm not doing anything, guys. This is the boulder. Look at this thing screaming.
Wow.
Right where the lines are all carved, all wavy like a jellyfish or whatever.
Interesting.
Like, why? Nowhere else on the boulder. Just right in this one spot. Wow.
Man.
That's super weird. I don't know what to make of that, guys. I don't know, guys. Is that normal? See, I don't think it is, because you go around the boulder and it doesn't do anything, but then you get in those spots right where they have like these weird anomalous looking carvings, and this thing just starts screaming at me.
So strange.
Let's go check a couple of other spots with this. That's really cool. Here's one that we saw in the last time that we were here, but I didn't bring this with me. Whoa, screaming right now. It's already going off at this boulder. Sounds like an old 1980s arcade game. Wow. Up by the footprint, nothing. But right here where all these lines are, see all these weird lines on the rock? It's so weird. What does that mean, guys? Oh, I get close here and now it stops, kind of. Interesting, guys.
Is it me?
No, it's just like, I'm just like, this whole area.
No.
Is it something underground?
Oh, maybe.
What if there's something buried underground here giving off a radio frequency signal? Screaming.
Oh my god.
Just walking through these giant boulders, and then you hit a dead spot and there's nothing, and then you come up to these things and just whoa. Starting to think it's something under the ground. Okay, ready? Okay, here we go. You just stay there.
Okay.
So it can't be the phone or the camera or anything. Here,
Yep.
I'll even take this backpack off, because there are some stuff with batteries in there. Okay, let's see what happens. Right on the bullseye. Why would they put the carvings exactly where the radio signal is? I'll check these radio frequency signals, because whenever you see these weird lines, it seems like nothing here.
Oh, a little bit of something.
I don't know, are we just like reflecting radio signals that are ambient in the electromagnetic field of the earth? But I don't know.
I'm not sure.
What the RF. We're back at the big map or timeline one that looks like there's either like a comet coming down or UFO over on that side. And I've got the TriField meter. And so we're gonna test it right here on this big one. Nothing so far. The carvings are exactly like a bullseye or something. It starts to give off crazy like radio frequency signals.
Yeah, I have no idea. Guys, look at all these petroglyphs we found. Like, look at all of these. Looks like there's some kind of goat figure. There's these weird forks almost in the rock. There's a foot of some kind. Looks like this might be writing, but I'm not sure if this is actually part of the petroglyphs or if someone
Up there
carved
looks like
this.
something weird. I don't know what that is.
Yeah, like a strange symbol of some kind. It definitely looks intentional.
This looks promising. Maybe. Nothing here. Why is it some of them and some not? I mean, this symbol right here is very commonly related to Anu, the leader of the Anunnaki. Anu, the leader of the Anunnaki, And this was like an energy or portal device. And literally there's so many interesting symbols that look like this with different emphasis on the points of the star, that this could have to do with the horned figures and the depictions of that you see all over in Sumeria. Oh, even this over here looks the same. Anu and the Anunnaki. I don't want to jump to conclusions, but these symbols are found all over the world. They're not just kids going around doing graffiti. It could totally just be a coincidence, but there's a reason that this stuff, you know, they find it all the way down in Guatemala and the Aztec Empire. They find these same symbols all over the world in Iraq and Israel. You see them in Africa, Australia. Every single ancient culture. It makes you wonder if there was some kind of a global visitation or global event, and all the legends have to do with the star people or the sky people. And they were also called the ant people. And the carvings and depictions all strangely look a lot like the Anunnaki, these horned giant people or strange entities that may not be entirely human. I got bad news for you guys. My entire intention today was to come out here and go explore this possible cave. Check this out. Do you remember this? It looks like a cave right there up in the hillside. There's a few spots that look like they've been dug out, like cave up there, old mine, and then there's all these tailings from digging out the side of the mountain. Or it's really weird that the dirt doesn't match the rest of the area. So it almost looks like something was dug out right over there and there could be a cave. The only problem is, look at this. It's the end of the road. If I cross this fence right here to try and go check out that cave, I'm going to be trespassing onto somebody's land, or I could get in trouble out here. It's tempting. I am an adventurer. It is in my spirit to want to just hop the fence and go. But this is a protected site. I'm not going to be digging. I'm not going to be touching anything. I don't want to break any laws, and I've got my kids here and all that stuff for many reasons. I guess that will remain a mystery. I don't know what to tell you. I'm not going to be crossing any fences or trespassing just to go look at what might be a cave. And I don't know for sure. But honestly, these discoveries with the TriField meter and realizing that some of these glyphs and different petroglyphs that are like spirals and circles seem to almost mark a natural geological radio point or radio frequency amplifier within the boulders. So it makes you wonder if some of these boulders that have fallen down are kind of like radio beacons or acting like an antenna. And it makes you wonder if ancient people, the native people, were doing rituals next to these sites, or if they were doing some form of psychedelic or something as part of their ceremony, if they were able to see into those dimensions or experience this area being amplified. Or maybe just like in Blind Frog Ranch and Skinwalker Ranch, some of these spots might have something buried under the ground or an ancient meteorite impact, something to do with the crystals in the earth, the gypsum crystals. I don't know. Makes you wonder why they built the pyramids out of granite and gypsum, and they flooded them with aquifers and water. It was to create harmonies, resonant chambers for out-of-body meditation and spiritual journeys and stuff. And it makes you wonder if the ancient cultures were naturally guided by that phenomenon on their migration, almost like a homing pigeon, why everything was aligned with the stars. You know, they didn't have modern technology, so maybe they were just using their natural human attunement to the electromagnetic field of the earth. So maybe we're onto something. I think in the last couple of videos, we've already found quite a bit of them. Unless we went out of bounds and went off trail and did a bunch of exploring that way, then we'd probably find a whole bunch more, especially if we went on top. But we're not gonna be climbing over any fences or breaking any laws and obtaining any fines. There's plenty to discover, plenty of mystery, and especially what we discovered today with the TriField meter. It makes you really wonder what they were doing out here, or if it has anything to do with the natural energy of these areas or something buried underground. But the mystery continues. We still have so many spots to go, so much to explore. People spotted pyramids in the distance on a previous video, and there's just like, it just never ends. The mystery deepens. So make sure and subscribe, turn on notifications, and we'll see you guys in the next one.
Bye.
Bye.